Hi there. We're back again to talk about my method of advanced neural retraining and how it can address everything we've talked about previously. So far you have learned about the connections between stress and your thyroid health. You have learned how prolonged stress can cause something called the cell danger response and how that engenders low thyroid function or hypothyroidism. You have learned all the different kinds of stressors, right? Emotional, physical, infectious, and toxic that contribute to your overall stress load. And then you've learned how emotional stress can be divided out further to include consciously known sources of stress, right? Like your job stress or your relationship stress or your caregiver stress, your financial stress, time stress, things like that, things that you are aware of, as well as hidden stressors. And these can be the greater contributor to stress. So now, oh, and we also talked about the susceptible individuals, right? The individuals that are predisposed to having, being more impacted by trauma and by stress. And these are people with early life traumas or ACEs, people who are sensitive, people who fall into both of those categories as well. Okay, so today we want to talk about how do we turn all this around, right? Because that's what you're here to learn. It's one thing to understand why you are in the place that you're at, but now that you have a new understanding, right, new possibilities for addressing this arise. And that is what I want to talk about today. So I've already explained that this advanced method of neural retraining is quite remarkable. It is very easy to engage with. You do sessions over Zoom, just like this. You can also use recorded sessions as in a program. It is based on verbal instruction to your subconscious mind. And I know that sounds a little weird, but until you try it, you just can't understand how this could possibly work, but it does. And so this method of advanced neural retraining is easy, it's powerful, and it's fast, right? It's so much faster than talk therapy, so much faster than basic methods of neural retraining, which I've just described. So my clients with thyroid issues, for the first 4 or 5 years I was in practice, the only option they had was to come and do live sessions with me. I didn't have a program. And so they would come and do live sessions with me. So we would meet over Zoom. We would spend, the sessions are about 90 minutes each. We'd get together maybe every other week, do a 90-minute session, and we would do this for several months. First, they are starting to see emotional improvements. Then they are starting to see mental and behavioral improvements. And then they start to report symptoms, either being resolved or diminishing, right? And then some of them would report back to me after getting labs done and let me know about the results. So this is the way I worked with people. And remember, my background is as a nutritional therapy practitioner, so I was already trying to solve people's chronic health issues through nutrition before I came to this method. First, I learned a basic method of neural retraining. I found that it had limitations. Then I trained in an advanced method of neural retraining, and that's where I am today. 100% of my practice is advanced neural retraining sessions. So, I would work with clients for months, but I couldn't tell someone from the beginning how many sessions it would take. There's no way to know that because, I don't know what's in your subconscious mind. You don't even know what's in your subconscious mind. And so now, I've taken another great leap, right? So as someone who uses this method, and believe me, it's not the method alone that makes it effective for chronic health issues, right? That's just happens to be my specialty. It is what I have been endeavoring to resolve or to address with this neural retraining method that I am trained in, but most practitioners trained the way that I am are doing other things with the method, right? So it is not just that I practice a certain method, it is the experience that I have in doing this and understanding what the issues are, what we need to look for, right? Early days, people might have hopes of resolving their chronic health issues, but they wouldn't know what it is that we needed to work on. And once we'd worked on the several, traumatic memories that they had from the past, it was unclear where to take the sessions after that for them. And so they might fall off and not schedule any more sessions. But in working with many hundreds of people in thousands of sessions and understanding the connections that the subconscious mind makes, understanding where the pitfalls are, right? I have been able to map out a 12-week process. And this is a wonderful thing because even people who are my current clients who have been working with me for months, they can benefit from a program like this too, because it takes us to different places that we may not have explored before. So let me explain a little bit about how this program is structured. So I created the program because I recognized that we needed some structure around this, and that also to address the problem of like, how many sessions will I need, right? This is an unknown. It's still an unknown with a program. However, with a program, because we're doing this structured exploration of your life and your history, essentially, we hit a lot more topics in a 12-week period than we would if we were just doing live sessions together. In addition, you are learning, right? You are being educated as to the patterns that I consider to be problematic. And by working through the program, you will start to have insights into yourself and where we might need to go if we were to do, in our live sessions as well. Right now, I've packaged this program with 3 live sessions. This may not always be the case, and you are not required to purchase live sessions. If you just want to start with the program, that is also an option. So, depending on, price points and what you're comfortable with your budget, you may choose to just start with live sessions, to do the live sessions with the program like the way it is intended, or you may choose to just do the program alone. I have different options for different needs. Okay, so back to the program, 12 modules. So each module, well, there's kind of a module, the first module is like getting you prepared, or the first 2 modules are getting you prepared, and the last module is kind of a wrap-up module, but there are 10 recorded advanced neural retraining sessions in this program. Each of the modules focuses on a topic. So it might be a topic that's focused around painful emotional memories, having to do with your health. It may have to do with something else like emotionally repressive personality traits, which is something that you've learned about if you've taken my quiz, like people pleasing, like perfectionism, etc. It may have to do with fears or a need for control, right? So these are some examples of some of the topics in the program. Each module is around one topic. You will listen to a lesson. It's me talking about the topic and giving you some context. And then there's a journal prompt. So you're encouraged to keep a notebook or a notepad as you move through the program, because for each module, there's this lesson, and then you do a journal exercise. And the journal prompt is for you to think about this topic, whether it's fears or whatever the topic is in your own life, and to make a list. Basically, you're making a list of, if the topic is fears, you're making a list of some of the fears that you recognize that you have after listening to the lesson. And the journal prompt also prompts you to rank order these topics. Then there is a recorded advanced neural retraining session for that module that works with that topic. So now you finish the journaling exercise, you have a rank ordered list of topics that you can use in doing that week's sessions. So the recorded sessions are designed, and this again is a unique way that I work with my clients in the programs that I develop. So each of these recorded sessions is designed to be evergreen. That means that it's designed for you to bring a different topic to the session and then sit down and do the session. So you're just being prompted by me over video, the same way you'd be prompted by me if we were doing a live session, except there is no feedback between the rounds of instruction. If you've had live sessions, you understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't had a live session with me, then that may not mean much to you. But anyway, it is different because I'm not there listening to you and working with you in the moment, right? You are going through a sequenced recorded session, but it is designed for whatever that module topic is, and it's designed for you to bring, your top topic to the session, sit down, turn on the video, 35, 45 minutes, you've completed the session. And the way advanced neural retraining works, when we're talking about resolving chronic illnesses or chronic symptoms, is that each session that we do kind of resolves a layer of stress. And so, as I said in the beginning, I can never predict how many sessions it will take for a person to, and how many layers of stress we will have to resolve until you get to that point where your tolerance for stress is improved. And now life just seems more calm and stable to you, right? You're not going in and out of that stress response all the time. So when we have a program and when we have, so the program is paced at doing about 3 recorded sessions a week. Like I said, a session takes about 35 to 45 minutes to do. You will have a list of ranked topics. Certain modules, you'll have more than 3 topics that you could work with. And so you could do more than 3 sessions, but if you do 3 sessions, that's perfect. If you do less than 3 sessions, that's also okay because you have 16 weeks to do a 12-week program. So if you get behind or if you can't get to it in a certain week, life's busy or you get sick or whatever, you're on vacation, you have extra buffer weeks to work with. I hope this is making sense. So, because we have these modules that are exploring different topics, and we're taking you through these different topics, and you're doing multiple sessions for each topic before moving on to the next topic, you are getting a lot more sessions in a shorter period of time than if we worked together in live sessions alone. And so that is why I feel like this program increases, right, the success rate for people who have thyroid issues that are seeking to resolve them through a mind-body method like this. And when the program is coupled with live sessions, the idea being, for a 12-week program, you get 3 live sessions. So like once a month, we are getting together to work over Zoom in a 90-minute session. Yeah, these are longer because it gives us time for feedback and, having, really setting up the session to address unique aspects of your situation, your history that just can't be covered, right, by a program. A program is, it's not designed to address everyone's unique aspects. And when we're talking about the subconscious mind, there are a lot of unique aspects. So with program sessions, you are able to resolve a lot of these like layers of stress on your own. You can do a lot of the groundwork on your own at your convenience. So if you want to do sessions on weekends, you want to do sessions early in the morning, late at night, times when our time zones don't mesh, this is all possible for you because those recorded sessions are on demand. And then we use live sessions to address unique aspects, maybe things that have come up as you were doing program sessions, but you recognize it's a big topic, or this is a big trauma for me, and I really want to save this for a live session with a practitioner. Perfect, right? That's a very good way to use live sessions. So that is a little background, or that is a little sort of overview of how we use advanced neural retraining to resolve chronic health issues, including low thyroid function, and how my program is designed to do that. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. Talk to you again soon.